Welcome, welcome, one and all. Hello, hello. Alright. Um, I was gonna do something. Welcome to the pre-show, by the way, for those who are tuning in. If you're checking out on YouTube, well then, welcome to the pre-show on YouTube. And you can skip ahead about 30 rough minutes and should be able to um catch the main portion of the episode or the actual episode. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be here chilling. Huh? Okay. And yeah, we'll see. Let's see. Um, there we go. All right, we'll see how many remember to join today. I haven't changed the time for these sessions, so the whole time I've been running them, unless I've canceled on it. Otherwise, we've been always in the same thing. So we'll see how many show today. What was I gonna do? I was gonna look at something. I can't remember what. Oh well. Oh, I got a friend request. Let's see. Mary. Ooh. Oh. Ah, man. Just got back from a nice morning breakfast with the family, which totally didn't go terribly. Oh, man. It was interesting, I'll say the least. It's the only way I can describe what happened today. I am kind of surprised that we haven't had anybody join in. I wonder what's going on. I wonder if they will, or if I'll have two misses in the same day. Or same week. If that's the case, I'll probably jump over to doing some map work. I'm just highlighting it, working on it. Do some lore, maybe. I haven't worked on any of the lore stuff yet. We've been doing the religion of the other religions of the races and such, but yeah, otherwise, nothing of interesting or of interest. Soon we'll be done with that, and then we'll move on to, I think next is disease. And we're working on economic stuff right now. I'm trying to come up with a bunch of resources that we can trade and use, but it takes a while. And as the rule goes, if they don't show up by the end of pre-show, then that's their problem, not mine. What was I gonna look up today? I can't believe me now, it's bugging me. I can't remember what it was. Oh man. Oh, interesting. We're gonna have a lot of work to do. I might move this folder here soon. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, we've got some monsters that we were working up. I forgot about these. Yep. I have some new monsters I might work on. So that was for, what is this? Okay. Huh. Interesting. Oh yeah, okay. Just looking at some work I'm working up right now. I've got a whole list of enemies, in fact, that I'll be tossing at this new group. Assuming they make it there. What is this? Oh yeah, we've got the descriptions of everything, and Jesus. I forgot about that. Wow, yeah. I did all of this. Huh, that'll be fun to turn into monsters and such later. I'll have some fun with that. But yeah. Easy day, you know. Simple, relaxed. The group's injured. Not doing too hot, so we'll see how they do today. But it might be our second second session without anybody coming in. I mean, I'm not gonna let them know. Again, I'm very much of the mindset that my players need to remember when we have games and such. If they don't, then you know that's just how it is sometimes. People get busy. So yeah, so rejected potential. They shouldn't have. Yeah, he's gone. Okay. Boop. Save configuration. So that should update the stream now with the new grouping. There we go. Oh, I can create a, give your moderators a place to sharpen their swords. Create a place for your subscribers only. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know I could do that, but that's cool. Let's see. What else have I? So we've gotten to 92 followers on the channel. If I remember right, we're at, yep, count of 92. What was my next goal? I forget. Alright, release a written tale of the Silent Cloud Mercenary Company. So yeah, we haven't gotten to that yet. I might actually go ahead and edit these. Edit panels. What the hell? Exciting idle game that viewers can play below your stream. Oh, okay. Alright, so that's the YouTube channel link, Discord link, and then can I go down below this? Okay, oh. I guess not. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. Let's see. Let us deal with this while I'm thinking about it. Alright. So let's go up here. Well, we already got the face cam, so we don't need that. Artwork. Story time. Release of early book copy. Early copy of History of Silencia. Videos of book History of Silencia. To the politics. Did I really spell that wrong? Yeah, I did. Politics. D&D game with subscribers. Alright. So that's been done. Don't think I'm going to do anything else to that. Let's see. Alright, cool. That should be good. Alright. Sweet. I'll have to start streaming more too. That's being the case and all. Yo, Commander Root, how you doing? I know you're just a bot, but hey, it's something. Alright, well, during pre-stream, I guess we'll just chill out and wait and see what's going on. I don't know. Let's see. I still haven't even decided where I'm going to have these people land yet, but we'll see. I'm just curious. So we have... Wow, okay. I have a lot of monsters I'm going to have to go in. Oof. Actually, you know what? I might add that to my list of goals. Let me edit that in. Let's do... Let's do that. Okay. We haven't hit 50 subs. I haven't hit 25. Okay, so we're good. Hopefully one day we'll get to these sub goals. I mean, it's something. But, you know, we'll get there one day. One day I'll have a subscriber count. Maybe I should look into doing some external content. I haven't decided yet. I mean, that was something up for debate. Is talking about doing external content. I've done map work. I've started getting in more into the art column. I think I'm gonna get more and more into the artsy stuff and start getting back into drawing and see what I can't. If I can't start designing some character artwork and stuff like that, That might come after I graduate, though, just because then I'll start doing actual characters. I also have plans as of current to do the D&D group characters of all my D&D groups, and how their characters are described in a art form that'll get published into the book along with their stats. Hopefully we can get a generalization of their stats, but, you know, there's not a guarantee that all of them will have their character sheets. Plus, we'll have to design custom character sheets. That's the other thing. So we'll probably look into that later. More once Wolf and I sit down and do some stuff. So, but until then, you know, I'm curious about something. Can I move? Hey, Tren. Tren. No, he's not even here. I'm gonna just disconnect him then. Thought he was in here. I was gonna sit here and chat with him since I'm bored. But nope, he's not actually here. Oh man, so 10 minutes. Yeah, we'll see what happens. No one shows up, no one shows up. That is as it is. I would like to continue the adventure, but it's no big deal. I mean, I could always use the time to study. I know I've got a lot of schoolwork and stuff to look at. In fact, actually, while I'm waiting, I might look at my syllabus for the other class, because I haven't looked at it yet. In fact, actually, D2L. Let's look at that as well. Oops. Shoot. Alright. I mean, it might just be one of those weekends with school. I mean, school is coming up next week, or this week. So we do have a lot of stuff going on. So, a lot of my players may not have time to sit down and do all this stuff. Which is kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen. I'm already a little concerned myself. So, okay, we're reviewing the work. Okay, that looks about easy. Holy hell. And he's got the chapters. So, okay. Yeah. You will be penalized 10% of your course grade if you miss more than 4 classes. Wow. You'll be marked absent if you are more than 5 minutes late. I strongly encourage you to participate in classes or discussions. I want all of you to feel freest. Okay, so that'll be interesting. So, exams format of the midterm exam will be multiple choice questions, which thank God for that. Thank you, multiple choice. Yes, I might be able to pass this. We'll include conceptual as well as numerical problems. Final exams will be a combination of short essay and numerical questions. Okay, that kind of sucks. All exams will be closed book and closed notes. So, oh, Jesus. No markup exams will be given except for extreme reasons. Any makeup exam given will definitely be more difficult than regular exams. Students missing the midterm exam without valid reason subject themselves to possibly a final exam covering the entire course material to be MBA. Jesus. So it's 1 through 3, 6 through 9. I mean, so it's all the chapters is basically what he's going to do. Theoretically, if I can memorize most of the stuff, I shouldn't have a problem. I think the fact is that there's just going to be a lot to memorize. And then the final exam will be a little bit of a pain, but students are prohibited from using cell phones or be sending and receiving texts. Wait, students are expected to assist in maintaining a classroom environment. Okay. Receiving text message and email, talking in class, making offensive remarks, reading news online or hard copy, surfing the internet, or okay, so.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello. There we go.
You're just made it in time because I was getting ready to cancel. Doesn't bother me either way. I was just gonna sit here and study, honestly. So.
Goddamn.
It's like, you know, whatever.
Damn, not a second time. Not a second time, you know?
No, I don't mind.
What's
Actually,
up?
it reminds me, I'm looking at some. Oh, I'm just looking up stuff. When do my packages?
There you go. Hi, Zaya.
Zaya already said she was gonna be late.
No, she's here.
I know. She is here. Okay, so that's coming from. Alright, hopefully that'll be here tomorrow.
Another person.
Who joined? Oh, hey, Dolkin. Everyone's starting to
Hello.
show. I was about to say, yeah, you guys are cutting it close. Is that a second class I'm gonna have to cancel for the day? Oh man. Okay, and that one has left the carrier, so Wednesday. Gotta wonder where that is. Okay. No, I'm just sitting here kind of going through and looking at my schedule for classes right now, and for my homework. I just found out the asshole professor who normally has open book policy and open note policy is deciding to do something different this term because his class was apparently too easy with the average student getting a C minus. So he's decided to go closed book and closed notes. So, but he did say he's going to give us the equations and tables will be provided with the exams. Thank God for that. Fucking hell. How much homework am I gonna have? Gods. I'm gonna cry this term. I'm gonna cry a lot this term. Is everyone here?
No, we're missing.
Someone text Cameron, for fuck's sake.
Cameron and E2.
E2's here. Fel's
She's
here.
here.
Hello. You're really quiet.
Hey.
It's the same.
I didn't notice.
You're kinda laggy, just as a heads up.
Mm-hmm.
And by kind of, I mean a lot. Okay. Oh. Great. Okay. Well, that's nice. Alright, so I paid for that for no reason. God damn it. Oh, there's no homework in this classes. Thank you, God! Holy shit!
Which one? The asshole teacher?
Both of them. Both my finance classes, neither of them have homework. It's all just studying. Oh, thank you, God, for that. Fuck's sake. I was concerned. Yeah, because I'm not seeing... It's all just class participation and attendance. So as long as I'm there and I, participate, I'm guaranteed at least 20% of my grade, which means I can screw up on both the midterm and final a little bit and not have to worry. But I do have a project in one. God's college is a pain in the ass. Who's listening to someone play the piano?
Oh no, that's a movie.
Oh, okay. So there are two
So
classes.
let me just go to push to talk real quick.
That's
so I
fine.
won't like catch it.
That will test your understanding of the concept. Share essays and problems we get a full class ready to complete both calculators required any wavering. Okay, so I can get a 3x5 card with notes on both sides. Do I have to handwrite my notes? For those who aren't in college, just as a piece of advice, if the syllabus doesn't specifically mention that it has to be handwritten, you should always ask your teacher to see if you can type it, because a 3x5 type can fit a lot more than handwritten. So
Oh no, I am so fucking pissed off because one of my classmates decided to text the teacher saying, "Hey, did we have like a test on Tuesday?" And I'm like, "Fuck, no, don't you start this." And the teacher, who usually like gives off the lesson first and
usually gives off the lesson first, that's all. Did he cut out for everyone else?
oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm using push to talk again.
No worries.
So where was I? Tuesday, Thursday, yeah. So every Tuesday it's like a lesson. Every Thursday it's a quiz. My classmate had the bright fucking idea to email the teacher and decided, hey, what about that quiz on Tuesday? And the teacher had a bright fucking idea saying, oh yeah, everyone gets a quiz on Tuesday. Make sure you study.
So
That's the kind of guy that ends up dead behind a dumpster.
Fun fact, it's a chick.
That don't matter. Honestly, the college education system, it's a death veil if you're not careful. You know, you piss off the wrong group of people with the wrong kind of concept, you're gonna get the shit kicked out of you. God damn it, this has to wait till 8. Fucking damn it. Both my textbooks won't be here till next week in the middle of the week.
Damn.
I have classes starting Monday, and one of them requires us to have the textbook in the classroom. God damn it. And I swear to God, if Cameron doesn't show up, I'm killing his character.
You can't kill an unkillable. What?
Yeah, you never say he was unkillable. I never
That was.
once said he
I
was
mean,
unkillable.
okay. Let me rephrase that. You can't. Uh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Zaya, don't you have him on phone?
She's
Text
lagging.
him.
Yeah, I'm shocked, honestly, you know? Same time, every week. Never managed to be on time. One day, I will have the respect I'm owed.
Is it due to his family?
God, who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe he's babysitting a child again. I don't know. I just know he's late like usual, and as always. So, while I give him the extra 5 minutes I would normally, I'm gonna sit here and eat a protein bar. Loudly and obnoxiously. Because, yes.
Beyond
We
so
can't understand a
slow
word that you're saying, Zaya.
for
Nope.
me.
Stop talking. And
Fuka, don't tell
type.
someone not to talk. That's my job, not yours. Ah, nothing like the taste of concrete. So, Dilkin, how's your day going?
Pretty good. I'm gonna have a cookie.
Can I have one?
No.
Well, damn.
And Tolkien died.
Over a fucking cookie.
I feel like you really don't value the life of your character, Dilkin.
I'm sorry, what was that? I'm eating a cookie.
Damn.
Suddenly the party's gonna have to deal with something a lot worse now. You know, it's
Over a fucking cookie.
Dead. The other cleric absent.
What's gonna be fun is I found my old monster folder from when I was doing my own video
Oh,
game,
joy.
No.
and I forgot some of the interesting shit we put together. I hope you all have water breathing potions.
I have a spell because I have a crack in
I hope that water breathing spell makes you immune to sharp teeth of Goliath-sized monsters.
No. No, I don't think it does.
That's unfortunate.
It made me immune to teeth. I won't know.
I can't understand a goddamn thing Zaya is saying.
All I can just hear is bleeps and speak.
I understand about half of it. Up you. Which is weird because you're supposed to have good internet. Back to the days of Rands and Zaya typing. I'm just gonna enjoy my protein bar and think of ways to kill Dulkin with a cookie.
Sounds like a good death.
One worthy of song, truly. Where the heck is Ven? Good question. Probably dead. Oh look, speak of the devil and he shall appear. I'm here, give me a sec, lost my earbuds. Well. Well, Fel, that's a little spicy of you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god. Alright, now everyone's here, but Ven's getting his earbuds together. So Ven, get your earbuds together.
I hope you give us a recap because I didn't bother, you know.
Fair enough.
I can hear you. It's just harder to talk because
Are you so quiet? Get closer to your mic.
Well, he can't talk because he doesn't have headphones in or a headset in yet. And E2, you're also jumping about. It like puts you really far away and then puts you really close. So.
I could refresh my computer.
That's up to you. I mean, I'm just telling you,
Alright.
it might be your headphones.
No, it's not my headphones. It's definitely my built-in computer microphone.
Oh, okay.
I'll refresh.
Alright, up to you. Oh, man, it's fucking chilly in here. Oh, well, there goes Zaya. And then there were 3. Oh, what? We got Zaya back. Oh man, poor Zaya. She can't get internet from Cameron anymore because she refuses to call him Oni-chan.
Oh god, not that again.
We'll never forget! Cameron's hoarding all of his internet.
I live.
Yes. If he'd pick me up, I'd be willing to steal his internet signal. Is that some sort of like innuendo for something? I'm old, so I don't understand you
No,
youngins.
it's the fact that I
lingo.
live in town and she gets better phone signal in town.
Oh, so Zaya's all the way out in the country?
She lives in a small town called North Adams.
Oh.
Yes, give your friend away their location. That helps
a tiny
No
15.
You know that?
A tiny 15-year-old girl is now known where she lives.
No offense. Her mom is ex-military, so I'm not worried.
Still, why the hell would you want to live in a town so tiny? Like, it's one thing to live alone, like out in the middle of nowhere. I get that, but small town,
It's where her school is.
There's okay.
Yes.
What?
Oh, yes, Cameron. Continue giving your friend's location away. That helps a lot.
Oh, Fuka,
I
shut
could
up.
give the exact address away if I chose to. Where's my new kitten? That was adorable.
You know it's even more adorable, Cameron? The fact that I'm gonna kill your entire party over a cookie.
Wait, what? Who did what? Who caused a cookie plant problem? I will send cookies.
Dolkin has doomed the party.
Cookies made by a grandma.
Dolkin has doomed the party.
Don't laugh. Yo, wait, don't laugh though. Grandma cookies are the.
Yeah, they're made by a grandma.
You were birthed in that? Okay, interesting, Zaya. Thank you for letting us know that.
That's creepy.
Hey, you know, I mean, some people are into the older fashioned and the very religious. They don't believe in hospitals. I believe the old-fashioned way, and you know that's a good way to get yourself injured. And death, possible death, you know, and infection, and yeah, that goes further. But I'll stop at that portion of the train of thought. Especially after a movie I recently just watched. Oh man. Cameron, what did you say? Cameron offered to give me cookies, while Dolkin is refusing all of the cookies, so I'm gonna kill him in some way that involves a cookie. I meant born in a hospital in the county you live in. Oh, well, you never know nowadays. I know some Christians and stuff like that are against like going to hospitals and go old-fashioned, or the Amish do it. Although, why you'd want to risk your life with modern medicine, I will never understand.
I've seen Amish in hospitals. I've seen Amish in the ER room regularly.
No, you imbecile. That's not what he meant. Cameron, no.
Alright, just making sure you're there, Fel, you know, make sure you can hear everything. I assume you're there. If you need a second, just let us know. Dude, my mic is messed up or something. Is it?
I don't know what its problem is.
I can't tell you. Maybe your computer's really heated up?
I don't know. I think it's Discord.
Huh.
Try relogging.
Well, Discord you can also, she already tried that. What was it? There's a certain level of activity you can set to and all that for it, but I don't know if there's a volume you can set it at.
It's only been happening. It started like yesterday.
Well, the mic bites start to be frying. I mean, you can pick up a good pair of skull candies nowadays and use them, so. Alright.
Or just pick up some from Dollar Tree, some of the $8 ones from like Dollar General or something. That's what I've been using.
There you go. Alright, shall we get started? Anybody have any last minute things I want to say before Dolkin kills you all?
Cookies are amazing, Dolkin, you were wrong.
Definitely.
I mean, I think they're great. I got some white fudge chunky ones. They're delicious.
Dolkin, I'm gonna find out where you live. I'm gonna come up there and I'm gonna steal those cookies.
Alright, good luck. Godspeed.
When you see a very angry bearded ginger sitting outside your door, you'll know.
Find you.
Oh man. Alright. So are you lagging out real bad still? You guys went silent for like 5 minutes. Well, I can't help you with that. I'll continue this the game, and we'll go as long as your guys' headphones and headsets will work. Otherwise, well, try to keep up as best you can. God, I wish they'd go silent for like. You know what, Dolkin? You know what? All right, fine. Today Dolkin dies. We've got it. No. Today Dolkin dies, and the party goes with him on their boat.
No, I'm good.
Nope. It's too late. It's been decided. Dolkin rolled the dice of fate and got a natural one. He has accepted his fate. We're moving on.
I'm good.
Can Vinzorowin and Itu be spared from Dolkin's stupidity?
No. The whole boat comes crashing down. Last time on D&D with the Rejected Potential, we left off with the group having managed to return to the bar after watching poor Bertha steal all of the money in town and run off with almost half the garrison chasing after poor old lady. With that, the party decided to spend the last night enjoying themselves, relaxing, and what they would later actually find out would be their last night in the entire town. At the same time, realizing that the army was coming closer and closer, but not really giving it any sense of importance. At this point, the party had decided to settle down, with Dibus retiring upstairs, Ven and E2, after going through a little bit of a drunken escapade, only a light one this time, having a few drinks and enjoying themselves and heading on upstairs, and while poor Zaya, Robert, and Dolkin sat downstairs enjoying themselves, along with a few other patrons. Robert the Boar, being the idiot he was, and for no other reason than that Fuka was tired of playing this character and wanted any excuse to get rid of him, decided to suddenly go stupid with a intelligence of 10, given that our cleric has an intelligence lower than that. Should give you an idea of how this plays out. Robert then decides that suddenly he wants to mark his territory by going and down into the dungeon for no apparent reason other than, again, Fuka wanting to have this character die. By then slamming his head against a bar 4 or 5 times, he managed to finally get tired of that, and instead decided to cast Earth Tremor, not realizing that the entire inn would probably fall down on his head, in which case it did, almost killing E2, Ven, and the rest of the party. Thankfully, and unfortunately, the fire was put out that was set up in the fire pit and in the lanterns before it could do any real damage to the party. And we continued on from there, where they managed to get themselves out. After a few failed rolls, Dolkin managed to lift up the main beam of the building, saving himself and Zaya, while Ven Zorwin dug out the barkeep and Robert, as well as Olivia. However, at this point, the
And
party
carried Itchy.
can the DM continue, not you. Thank you. You are not the DM. If you want to be the DM, I'm taking applications. Feel free.
Oh God.
All right, moving on. As the party headed out or got set up and got out of this broken down inn, again caused by Robert the Boar, who again wanted nothing to do but kill himself, because we will never forget this, as Fuka played this character for no reason into that direction. As we continued, the realization that the city had become under siege, with the Black Widow's army coming at it with a giant wall-busting cannon and completely outnumbering the king's forces, the party decided, instead of going after and defending the city, it was better to run and take the boat to safety alongside Conrad, who had offered to take them to the New World. However, Robert, again, not really understanding much of anything and apparently rolling a lower intelligence than the DM understood, decided to silently, sulkingly, and accepting the fact that he was going to die because, this was Fuka's decision that he must die, decided to head out towards the walls and defend the city alongside the well-known and heroic hero known as Dibus. The party would then split, with Zaya and Dolkin making it to the boat in no time at all, but unfortunately E2 and Ven almost managed to get themselves killed as they charged for the boat. Thankfully, Ven has a good arm and is able to hold on to rope very well as he was pulled out to sea. After the group started heading out, they would later find out what happened to poor Dibus and Robert, in which case Dibus decided to stay on the walls, holding it alongside back to back with Robert, who was finally being played by someone competent who wasn't trying to kill a character that was honestly one of the more interesting that we've had. And although Robert managed to almost get himself killed fully with a terrible roll, Dibus managed to save his life in the meantime, taking 27 bolts to the chest, and eventually later a cannonball that would cause his body to be completely mangled, while Robert was saved fully by the bloodthirsty dwarves led by Greg, the bloodthirsty dwarf. Unfortunately for that, Robert was spared. Well, unfortunate for some, fortunate for others. Again, never forget that Fuka hates boars. However, we do honor the hero known as Dibus for his great and valiant sacrifice for trying to save a character that was very worthwhile and earning the name of his family, as well as that hero status among his clans, which leaves Zaya with now a new side quest to eventually go and inform the clan of Felis that he originally came from that he actually did earn a true heroic death and should be accepted back into the clan for it, in which his name will be engraved forever under their huge party tree, as it is called as of right now, until the DM comes up with a better name. Now the party is on a boat, being piloted by Conrad. God, the skinny and better-looking version of Dolkin, who doesn't eat cookies and is willing to share them with the one known as the Dungeon Master. This is why we believe that Dolkin was so fat. And the party continues on the open sea in what would be considered the Mediterranean. Welcome all players, and we are ready. And Fuka needs to change his name eventually, but, that's up to him. Alright. Because he, gave up on the best character this D&D table has seen in so long.
That was so boring.
Are you sure you don't want to kill Ven now?
Alright. So, as we continue, the waves are choppy, the sea is rough, and you can see the city behind you is on fire. Screams can be heard. The smell of what smells like gunpowder and death, as well as blood, as well as the clanging of swords, can all be heard around you as you guys head out to water, or out to the main bodies of water. cannonballs and explosives are still being lobbed at you guys in your general direction. As you can see on the far coast behind you, there are gunners, or what you can only explain as gunners, or gnomish gunners, are shooting at your guys' boat, managing not to luckily pierce the boat overall thanks to its strong wooden hull. And overall, it seems you guys will get away without a single scratch, minus Ven, who just magically died. So, as we return on to your travels, you've got a 3-day minimum boat ride before you'll see make it to land, where you'll make land at the Isle of Man, where you will do trade, hopefully be able to trade and take on supplies according to Conrad. So, yes. Does anybody have anything they would like to do during the 3 hours that they have?
Wait, did you say 3 hours or 3 days?
3 days, sorry. Yes. Thank you, Doken.
Well, spend the time training and helping run the ship and cuddling a tube. There. One thing for each day.
I'm gonna
That
kill
sounds boring.
Says the guy who decided to go try and piss in a dungeon for no reason. Alright, Doken, is there anything special you were wanting to do during those 3 days?
I would probably try to engrave something on my shield, similar to what I did with the Warhammer.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and give me an int roll for that, and let's see how you do. See if you get interesting enchantment.
Int plus proficiency for
Yes.
smithing?
Correct. Man, this thing doesn't like you whatsoever.
No.
As you start to carve into the shield a design, you manage to actually create something, but it's not like the design you put on your Warhammer. In fact, you're not sure what this design is. You don't recall ever seeing this, and you kind of blacked out during the time that you created this marking. You're not sure what it does, but it seems to cause your shield to create a sort of absence of light around it, almost as if it's a small little black hole without any gravitational pull.
That is mildly terrifying.
Would you like to test it in any way, Doken? I'm curious.
No. Day 2.
Yeah?
Day 2, I would, like, scratch all that out. I would just get rid of the whole thing. I'd be like, this doesn't look right at all.
Okay, go ahead and give me another int with proficiency. Let's see how you do. Watch him accidentally carve a bomb into his shield. Oh, there we go. As you start to scratch it out, finally finding the mark after a few minutes of trying to figure out where it was, with there being literally no light, your shield reappears, and now it has the iron itself that it's made out of is now purely black. It looks almost as if it was it sucks in light itself, but you can still see the item. Congratulations, you now have a shield that eats light spells.
Cool. I think.
Well, you know, something useful. Why not? Alright.
Alright.
And for day 3?
Assuming, well, just kind of giving up on the shield. I am not completely convinced I've done anything with it except make it black. I will go to work on my armor, just probably not inscribe anything on it, but just clean it up and make sure it's not busted.
Not gonna try that again, huh?
No.
Alright, go ahead and give me a smithing roll for me, and let's see how you do. Okay. You managed to... Now, what type of armor are you wearing?
Chainmail.
Alright, go ahead and add toss that for chainmail +1. You managed to actually strengthen the chain itself as you work on it, and it seems to actually improve a lot. It's no shield, obviously, but you know. Oh man, alright. E2, is there anything you wanted to do during your 3 days?
Nah, man, I'm just gonna hang out.
Okay. E2 grabs a bottle of what she thinks is alcohol and starts to drink on it, slowly relaxing and watching the people moving about.
What I think is alcohol? Is this poison?
No, it's not poison. It's not deadly to you. Turns out, after the second day, you realize it's just a really strong pickle juice. But to be honest, it tastes like alcohol. It smells terrible. You just assume it's some sort of whiskey or vodka. And continue downing it.
I like alcohol, but I'm not stupid. Oh well.
Alright. Robert.
Who?
The boar. Well, that's what your name still is, so.
I mean, I'm not. I haven't been introduced yet.
Correct.
So...
That's why I'm asking. Is there anything you want to do during your 3 days? Because I know what your character is. I know who your character is, but I'm not introducing you yet.
I suppose I can train more.
Okay.
What else? Is there any like test dummies anywhere?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
So-
Captain and asks if there's any like anywhere like someone like me can train.
Okay. Alright, I'll take care of that in a second. And going down the
I'll
list.
change it in a second. 1 sec.
Okay. Zaya, is there anything you want to do during your 3 days? I assume she's typing.
Hello? Am I understandable?
I can understand you somewhat.
Okay. 3 days, correct?
Yes.
All right. Day 1, I want to practice again on like training with like my rapier and stuff like that, physical training.
Okay. Day 2?
Day 2, I like to work on my magic, try to increase that.
Okay. And day 3, what's your thing?
Day 3, I think she'll spend it just kind of looking around the boat, checking it, trying to make a song for Dibbit.
Okay. Go ahead and type out a song in the chat for us then. Let's see what you get. I'm curious what you're thinking. Alright.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Hey, you want to make a song? Go ahead and write one up. I'm all for it. I'll put it in the book too. Alright. So, as you guys spend your days working about, Zaya working on her rapier skills, practicing magic, and hurriedly riding away. Doken managing to almost make himself a dimension door again, using his shield. E2 drinking pickle juice, and Ven doing Ven things. You see come day 2, what looks to be a tall, human-like figure with dark brown hair, rose-colored skin, and, roughly about medium height with roughly about 5'7", 5'8"-ish. Jump up onto the boat from the side and walk straight up to Conrad and asking him if there's some place that he can train. Conrad, completely unabashed by this, just shakes his head and goes back to steering the ship.
Is this where I'm supposed to introduce myself, or?
You're welcome to if you'd like to the party. You can see the dwarf is
Who's this guy?
scratching away at his shield, trying to turn it from a black hole. E2, there's a dog drinking pickle juice. There's an elf cuddling the dog drinking pickle juice, and then there's a poor tiefling woman who seems like she's been through so much bad road at this point, she should retire.
I suppose I can go and talk to the tiefling.
You can talk to me.
Did that dog just talk?
Conrad just kind of looks at you, nods, and says, "You'll get used to it."
Well, I suppose I can go and talk to the tiefling, the broken tiefling.
Okay.
Broken. Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Can I help you?
Forgive me for asking, but are you by any chance Zaya Ravensong of Rejected
I am indeed. Who inquires?
Well, I inquire. My name is Ilya Malwav. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Can I ask, what is it that brings you here?
Well, I was sent here by my mistress in order to seek out and accompany you.
Accompany me.
Indeed.
Conrad speaks up laughingly, looking to Dulkin, saying, if you're gonna do that, go down into the captain's quarters. There's an extra bed.
I mean, we can do that, but I don't want anyone that's Maiden's head been taking.
So were you sent here to? I'm going to brush over all the comments. You were sent here to accompany specifically me.
Incorrect. I'm here to accompany Rejected Potential.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
My mistress was ordered me to find you and have your permission to accompany you.
And who is your mistress?
I cannot say.
Of of course. Should have known. Well, I can't speak for all of us, so I'd have to gather the other, and we'd have to. We're comfortable with you accompanying us.
That is fine.
What's going on? Shaken from cuddles because they're unreciprocated.
As Ven walks up onto the main portion of the boat, looking about, very upset and dissatisfied. It's a normal day.
Sad. Sad.
We're all sad inside.
And Conrad looks over to Dulkin and says, "Would this be a bad time to mention that I got cat for dinner?"
Probably, but
I don't know. Was this cat talking
What?
too or no?
I'll be honest. I don't know. Your felines talk. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
A fellas
As the guy
is
who knows a
not
person with a
a
great
cat. Therefore, that's fine.
He pulls
We're-
pulls out some kebabs from below deck. Someone else seems to hand him, and they're a nice darkened color. They look familiar somewhat, and they're on skewers.
Zaya's just gonna not take one and just not do that.
Dulkin will take one and like cheers the kebab with Conrad.
Zaya's
Conrad
just
smiles and
glaring
says,
at
"Yes,
Dulkin.
to
I
victory!"
take one as well and also do a cheer.
Zaya glares at him as well. Zaya glares at all of them.
I just was
I don't
pumping
know
that knife
jack shit what's
into
going on.
the knife.
So if I see food, I eat.
What in the world did I do wrong?
How much does your character weigh, Fuka?
Doesn't he weigh like 200 and something? Wasn't that it? Let's see. You'd have to guess him to be roughly a middleweight for a human.
But I don't believe he eats everything he sees.
In case you forgot, there's a thing called high metabolism. You should try.
Concept of metabolism is lost on the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like telling a fat person
And that
to
was out
stop
of
eating.
character, sir.
Oh man. Alright, yeah, as you guys continue chatting and enjoying yourselves, Tolkien's shield finally, after a few minutes, suddenly stops showing off to where it's completely darkened and blackened and burnt, keeping the burnt coloring to it. The rest of the party, or the rest of the time on the boat, seems to be overall kind of peaceful and quiet and unremarkable. As you guys finally make it into a small port town, you're not sure the name of this town, as none of you have actually been to this part of the Isle of Man. But from what you're guessing, it's probably named after the king in some way or another. As you can see, King Loger has a statue, two statues really, at the port, crossing swords, staring out into the ocean. As you pull in, thankfully it looks almost identical to the same town that you guys originally came from when you went to when you met Pipliz. However, it's on the wrong side of the island from what you can tell. So this should not be the same place. People are out bustling, fishing. You can smell the day's catch and hear merchants shouting at one another as boats are coming by in and out. And people seem to be overall in a jolly mood. It seems like war hasn't touched this place in a while. So.
Oh, this is a lovely town. There's no
Quiet.
war. There's no screaming. The buildings are all standing up. Great.
Oh, give it time. Give it time, Dol. I've learned not to be too hopeful when it comes to this group.
Around
What
us,
the
buildings
hell?
seem to fall over like it's faster than, like it's going out of style.
Alright.
Do what?
Go ahead.
Oh, wait.
Mhm.
Did I cut out again?
Yes.
Do I even want to know the adventure you've been on?
No, you don't.
7,000-year long one, Lud, and it's
Let's
just getting started.
say it's maybe more important whether you want to join us than whether we want you to come. The last person, she just is joking. We warned not to join anyway. I'm pretty sure he's.
Well, isn't that depressing?
Oh yes.
You think there's an inn here that sells those cat kebabs? They're pretty good.
Yeah,
Conrad-
I like this cat kebab.
Conrad nods and says, "Yeah, I hear the cats here are bigger though. Although I'm not sure if you call them cats still."
Why are you eating cats? Stop.
Because the DM is an asshole.
Yeah.
So as you guys finally, as the boat makes port, people seem to start to slowly get off of it. Ven notices someone that looks very familiar, a gnome in what looks to be a very burnt-looking fancy cloth jacket, as well as burnt leather pants. And the rest of you just seem to watch a few gnomes get off.
Thinking that that's the bastard that stabbed me. Just thinking it.
Well,
Kill him.
you recognize the dagger on his hip.
I point him
captain?
out and be like, we need to get that dagger. It's shiny.
Do you know what happened the last time
Fuck him.
you got stabbed? You almost died, and I just saved you from dying. So let's
Hold on.
not.
What is
If I
my...
recall, you guys did something to his ship that he would not. That I did not say we should do.
We did. We blew him up.
You're not supposed to say. Oh my gosh! You don't say those things out loud.
Hold
The
on.
gnome seems to have completely ignored you lot and just gotten off the boat and left.
Oh man, can we chase after him? I don't know.
If
I think I
you
have pretty
want
good
to
stealth.
die,
Conrad kind of just grabs Dolkin and says, "All right, first round's on me. Let's go."
Off we
Oh,
go.
wait, alcohol?
I would also like to forget everything.
He looks at you two and Zai and says, "No, dwarves only," and continues on.
That's racist.
It's not racist if your people don't exist on my planet or my lands.
No, that definitely is racist.
That's extremely racist, and you're racist to imaginary people.
He walks up. to
Come
Zaya.
on,
He
we
gra- he,
own our own barn.
Conrad stops Dolkin, takes his arm off from around his shoulder, turns around, walks up to Zaya, smiles, and just turns around and walks away.
I'm worried.
Grabs Dolkin and
It's
continues
the
on.
truth.
All right, as you lot continue on, give me 1 second.
Is there a bar or like a tavern looking for a bard to play? Because I wouldn't mind money.
You don't see. I mean, you see a good amount of bars on the right at the harbor. These would be considered sailor bars, so these are a little rougher, but you tend to get more colorful folk, as they would call it. A lot of people from different backgrounds there.
All right. Start looking to see if maybe I can get a quick job.
All right. So as the party kind of collects, Conrad and pulls Dolkin into what looks to be all you see is a dwarven head with a horned helmet and a big beard on it, and that's it on the sign. And he pulls you straight in.
He's gonna drug you, Dolk.
As you walk in, Dolkin, you see the thing is a cat house for dwarves, specifically catering to dwarves.
Awesome.
And he just walks up to the what looks to be the head gal, and no pun intended, and hands her a big sack of what looks to be coins of some sort, and just points to you and goes off into a side room.
I look at the lady and go, yes. I don't know what I need to ask here, but yes.
As she just points to one of the side rooms, you see about 3 of the dwarven females walk in there.
And I just go in there.
And
I'm like,
Dolkin
okay, then.
is never seen or heard from again. Alright, Zaya, Ven, and E2, as well as Advaline Maril, are all...
not Aveline.
Avalie. DM reads it. The DM reads it as he sees it, because the DM is an American. Alright. Why'd you... That's... Wait. Alright, wait, no, I gotta settle this. Now I want to know. Alright, one sec. I'm curious. I want to hear that read. Give me a second. I'm looking up something real quick. Where is it? Give me one moment. I need to look up something before we continue on. Alright,
Advaline.
wait, how do you spell it? Oops, I put an N in there. I'm wanting to hear how his name's pronounced.
Advalie.
Oh, he's right. Advalie is correct. Okay, I was wrong. Alright. I was looking it up. Alright. So yes, as you lot are getting off the boat, the town seems to be overall pretty filled. I mean, there are people coming in, going out. It seems overall quite nice. It's the first time in a long time there has been war or a reason to do anything other than just shop around and enjoy yourself. So, Zaya, Ven, E2, and Advalai, what's the plan?
God damn it, stop butchering it, you bastard.
Advalai is how it was pronounced.
Advel.
I'm going off of what Google Translate said, so...
Google Translate fucks up a lot of words.
Well, congratulations, your name is now Advalai. Piss me off and I'll make it worse. Alright, yes, Zaya. If it was Advaline, at least it'd be funny. Zaya, you're gonna have to type. You're not coming through at all. I can't. Yeah, we're not catching you all. You're staticking out.
I'm part of the broken crew.
Yep, you are. It's a party. A party apparently in Dolkin's room.
Party going on right here.
Don't whisper that.
I want to find a place and play and gain money. Alright, as you walk about, Ven, why am I repeating myself into your mic? Thank you.
Oh.
God damn it. Alright, so Zaya starts to run off, going to tavern looking for places. God damn it, Ven, I don't want to hear myself.
He's doing it on purpose.
I know he is, and I'm gonna mute him permanently if he doesn't figure it out. Alright. Yeah, so as you see Zaya run off suddenly to head to one of the taverns, one that seems to have a simple man just standing there with a hammer. Overall, looks like a simple, very quiet and quaint place, as the brick is a simple green, algae color, and overall inside it seems to be a deep smoky or oak looking color. Alright. As Zaya takes off. Yes, Ven?
Okie good.
Mm-hmm. Shut up. The DM is tired and is crashing from his coffee this morning. Alright, so Zaya's been trying to talk like for the last few seconds, like her mic's on, but I can't we don't hear it at all. So.
No, we don't. I feel bad for her.
Oh well. E2 and Ven, is there anything you wanted to do?
I'd like to go find a necklace.
A necklace? Okay.
Someone who...
Oh yeah, we're getting
That
married.
sounds gay.
It's not gay if it's with a dog.
It's not gay if it's for a girl either. So.
Yeah, I mean, for all you know, you don't know that she's a changeling. I don't think you've seen her outside of her form.
No,
Yes, I have. I know. Remember when she nearly died? She shifted
right.
back, and I. Yeah, Ven knows.
All right, so yes,
Ven knows she can be whatever she wants. That's why Ven.
And I want to be a dog.
So yes, as you head out, going into what you imagine is where the merchant square is from the shouting and yelling. What type of necklace are you looking for, Ven?
One that takes all my money, so all 15 gold.
Is that a lot?
It depends on what type of gemstones he's looking for.
Well, no, it did a lot of gold.
Oh, 15 gold pieces? Not really.
Oh, man. That's kind of pathetic.
I mean, if Ven is good at bargaining, it can turn out to be a lot, but that takes a lot of work to do. Alright, Ven, so is there anything specific, like design or color or metal material? I mean, you could have also just asked Dolkin to make you one, but, you know. Good luck finding him.
Something pretty that matches my fur.
I'm a little tied up at the moment.
Literally.
That are shaped like a flower.
Alright, as you go shopping about, seeing that Zaya takes off in one direction, Dolkin's gone off with Conrad, you two managed to kind of...
Into a whorehouse, because I can smell it.
You know, what you smell is a bakery coming from that direction, but that's a long question off from here. As you continue looking through the stalls, you kindly come around to a small stall. We still can't hear you though, Zaya, just as a heads up. So, coming up to a small stall with what looks to be a very shady looking character. He's about 5 feet tall, very dark skin, red eyes, and white hair. He seems to be wearing a black cloak and very simple clothing. And he doesn't really speak at all. He just looks to you, smiles, and then starts showing you a few necklaces. The first one you notice is a green teardrop of a necklace, has some sort of green gemstone in it. The next seems to be a little obsidian flower that has a red gemstone in the center, but petals of obsidian and a gold chain around it. And the third seems to be a simple crown with 3 different gems in it. One looks to be either an opal or a diamond. You're not quite sure from the looks of it. And the other 2 seem to be fire opals.
Which one can I actually afford? I hold up my 15 gold.
Okay.
Bargain for it.
And point at the one.
You can't even hear me.
Gold chain.
Nope. Give me it. Let's get it. Hey, stop deafening.
Bargain for it.
Stop deafening yourself. All right, as you hold up the 15 gold, he looks at you and nods and holds out all 3 necklaces still.
Take all 3. I make sure they're not cursed either.
How are you going to do that?
I will... Spill list.
Are you gonna steal them or something?
No, I'm not stealing them. sure they're not cursed first. No offense, shady guy.
As you're looking up to figure out if they're cursed, you see along his other wares, his stand is pretty simple with a gray cloth around it. It's just a square setup. A skull seems to be decorated with different types of gems. It's not an actual skull. It seems to be some sort of rock carving that has gems embedded into it. You see that he has a few rings. One seems to be a crown, and a few other necklaces and stuff like that that seem to be of a bit higher value.
Wow.
So, Ven, what would you like to do?
Hold on.
The DM holds on for no one.
I have D&D too at the same time. I'm trying to do it all, but I keep saying. Hold on.
It's more fun to
Realized I was
irritate Cameron.
unmuted for that.
Yep, just a tad. Meanwhile, poor
God
Zaya is
damn
in
it.
the background trying to, talk, but can't. While Ven figures out his life, Advile, what's your plan?
God damn it, DM. You're just gonna butcher it for no reason.
I mean, you butchered Robert for no reason, so yes. All right, yes. So, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna pay for all the necklaces and
All right,
I'll roll her to see if they're cursed.
okay, one sec, Ven.
Okay,
Advale, what's the plan?
Anyway, you said we're on the Isle of Man, correct?
Correct.
Is there any fight clubs about?
You imagine that there might be bar brawls in some of the taverns next to the docks. You could always go, try and take Russell Dulkin out of the whorehouse he's in. That'd probably lead to a good fight.
Over a cookie?
You imagine a few of the taverns probably do have fighting competitions, but it's about midday by now, and most of them don't usually don't take on till the afternoon or evening.
Okay. What?
I don't know. Zaya just screamed something, but we're ignoring her. Go ahead.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just be probably by the docks meditating.
Okay. Yeah, all right. That's a new one. All right. So Ven, we'll come back to you for a second. As you look about the necklaces and try to take all three, the man shakes his head and raises up one finger.
Ben, I want all three.
You get one. You only get one.
I mean, this would be.
Which one
get me all three.
to look? I would, but I'm also very from the sea.
All right. So what's the plan, Ven?
Which one did the two look most exciting?
All right, you two. Which one did you like the most? The green teardrop, the crown, or the obsidian flower?
What's the crown?
It looks like a small, indented or designed crown, an actual ring into it, or that has a necklace chain running through it that has the 3 gems inside of it.
Oh, that's so sexy. I want that.
I pay for the crown.
He takes all of your gold, hands you it, and smiles and waves.
Wow, I hope it's not cursed.
As more customers come by looking at his goods. Yes! Roll your Arcana and let me know what you get. Let's do an Arcana check.
Just waiting for it to
All right. It seems to have no magical sense to it, from what you can tell. The gems
I
don't
put
light
it on
up.
myself first to make sure.
Nothing
don't
happens.
Trust it.
I mean, it really
I
doesn't
then put
fit
it on you.
you. I mean, it's kind of a tight squeeze as it seems to be meant for some sort of a female.
Okay, when Itsu and I are far enough away, I lean down and give it to her.
Okay. As you put the necklace on the dog, nothing seems to happen.
Wow.
Looks mildly
Can I give
relieved
him
that
a
it
dog?
wasn't cursed.
E2 starts licking Ven's face.
Ben
Nice.
is very happy.
Alright, Dolkin. While in the cat house, you can hear Conrad off laughing and jesting. It sounds like he's off drinking and doing other things that you don't really care to listen to at this point. You notice that the room you go into seems to be a small little bakery. One of the women seems to get behind what looks to be a little counter and starts working on baked goods of sorts and literally cooks it in front of you. And starts slowly handing you different kinds of pastries, donuts, cookies of sorts. At one point she hands you what looks to be a piece of pie. All seems to be good while the women feed it to you and continue to just massage you, taking your armor off, relaxing you overall.
This is great. I don't know. I just kind of sit back and relax. This seems awesome.
Alright. As you continue to relax, the women continue to work with you for about an hour or two. Roughly gets to about 2 hours from what you can guess. And it's about that time that all three women suddenly look up at what looks to be what you've suddenly noticed is an hourglass, a little larger in the room that seems to have all the sand drop to the bottom, and all three walk out of the room.
I take just like the biggest relaxed like sigh and go, all right. I'll start putting on my armor again and start hitting
Your armor's not there.
I chase down the ladies.
As you walk out, the whole tavern or the whole brothel's completely empty and dark. All of your stuff is gone, Dolkin. You are left in nothing but your small cloth and fed with what you now realize, looking back, was not pastries.
Can I deduce what they were?
Go ahead, give me a perception check. It's rather dark now, so it's kind of hard to. It's a little harder to see. All right. From what you can tell, it seems to be something rancid smelling. You can't make out the shape, but if you had to guess, it looks like some sort of scrap of food that's probably a few weeks old and seems to be buzzing and fuzzy.
I'll walk outside, and is there like anybody around?
Yeah, there are people walking about and stuff like that. A few of them gasp. A lady in what looks to be very fine clothing seems to shriek and run and close their eyes.
I'll try to like get the attention of someone. Like, what is this place?
As you start looking about, I assume you're speaking in common, correct?
Probably.
Okay, because mostly, from what you see, most are humans. You see the occasional dwarf here and there, but not many of them are about. As you start looking about and trying to get someone's attention, a sailor seems to come by in what looks to be some light leather armor. Seems to have like a little blue bird on his left portion of his chest, and he looks down at you and says, "Can I help you with something?"
What is this place? What's going on here?
Oh. He gets the widest grin on his face as he looks at you and looks back at the place. You got caught by the lady. Oh man, you're not the first and you won't be the last. You must have a good friend who paid that off.
Conrad.
The guy just smiles at you and starts to kind of giggle. Says, I lost a whole week's worth of wages that night but luckily I was able to recover most of my stuff. They just took all my money.
How do I get my stuff back?
Find the person, your friend who set you up. They usually have it. It's a good little prank to play on new sailors and new people to the area.
How do I find Conrad?
Alexia says, I don't know your friend, but try one of the many taverns around here. They're usually in one of them.
Do I get the sense that like he probably knows who Conrad is?
No, he doesn't seem to have any idea who Conrad is. You remember, Stoken, you start to remember that Conrad's not actually from these territories, yet he still knew about this place somehow.
I'll ask the sailor, like, what's the popular dwarven bar around here?
Conrad has a nose for whorehouses that would put Benzoro into shame.
He looks at you and smiles, says, yeah, dwarves, I would say, probably points down, you see a sign of a man, a simple human male holding a hammer. He says, down there is a well-known Rand Dwarven establishment. Their brew is dark, and from what I understand, they have a few young wenches that work there that are of a dwarvish type.
I won't even say anything. I'll just head to that bar.
He just laughs at you. You're literally walking in nothing but a small cloth. You hear the occasional shriek of people running away or closing their eyes or in astonishment. You also see your new rose-colored friend sitting on what looks to be a piece of the harbor, a very large log sticking out of the harbor that's holding up the dock, just sitting there quietly meditating.
That's Conrad?
No, that looks to be Advile.
Oh.
Just sitting there.
I don't really pay attention. I just keep going towards the bar.
Fair enough. As you continue walking off towards the tavern, then E2 suddenly start to come down from the market. There we go. Market area. And E2 and Ven, you just see Doken almost completely naked, all but what looks to be a very simple small cloth.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, lad, did you have a good time at that fun place?
I'm still walking.
Doken walks past you guys, ignoring you.
Get him back here.
Should we go help him, lass, or should we leave the man be and let him have his pride?
I think we need to help him. Seems out of it.
Walks with a very straightened back, trying to heading towards this thing.
We'll go help. Let's go. We're gonna follow him.
Alright, as you lot continue walking off, Advile, I assume you don't care about any of this as you watch this happen.
You're the only one about.
I mean, I'm just like meditating with my eyes closed. I don't give a two shits on what's going on.
You can
behind me.
smell dwarf and leather. You assume there's a naked dwarf nearby.
I don't look up. I just continue meditating.
Congrats, Stoken, you managed to make another human shy away from you. Oh, man. Alright, as you finally get up to the tavern, opening it up, you see Zaya in there singing. Zaya, you just, as soon as the doors open, after about after about 2 hours of you playing and earning about 3 gold pieces, you see a naked dwarf in all but a small cloth open the door, standing back straight, I assume. Go ahead, Doken.
I don't just I like slam the door open and I yell, Conrad.
You see Conrad immediately is sitting at the bar, tossing coins on occasion towards Zaya. And he has what looks to be a bundle of gear sitting next to him and a very strong drink from the smell at his hand. And he just turns around, looks you dead in the eyes, Doken, and smiles and says, "Hey, they're right. You are chubbier than the average dwarf."
Damn.
Is he's holding something?
He's holding a drink. Otherwise your gear.
In a metal mug?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do heat metal on the mug.
Wow.
As the mug starts to heat up, and you see it start to glow, and Conrad's holding it, and you can see the tears running down his eyes as he is not letting go of the drink, and the alcohol suddenly starts to light and spark on fire. And he just keeps staring at you, burning.
I'm gonna just walk over and grab my gear.
You grab your gear, he sets the mug
Can
down.
I cool the drink back off with a bit of with a well, just because I'm in cold to me, please.
No.
Damn, I'm
As
still
he-
walking behind.
As he sets the mug down, it starts to burn into the thing, and the barkeep kind of walks away, comes back with a massive chunk of ice, and he just sets it on top of the thing. His hand now has 5th degree burns. Pretty much, you can see his hand is pretty much bright red and burning, or looks like it's burning almost completely. And he just looks at you, Dook, and says, "Have a good time, lad." As he
I'm
smiles.
just like, I'm ignoring him. I'm just strapping on my armor again.
He just can't. Starts to giggle.
I can concentrate on heat metal for a minute, so that cup is still just glowing red hot.
It is now. Well, he set it down on the bar, and the barkeep came over and set a massive ice cube on top of it that is melting it, slow coming through it straight. And Conrad looks at Doug and says, "I take it you enjoyed my little gift, huh? Gotta watch out for them illusionary spells." Oh shoot! What the hell? Oh, Discord is not responding. One sec. There we go. Sorry, Discord crashed for me for a second. Everyone here still?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he just looks at the Conrad and says, "So you didn't enjoy my little gift? You gotta watch out for those illusionary spells, buddy."
Wait, Ben's gonna be listening in on this and be like, "You fell for an illusion? Fuck did you do, lad?
Conrad looks
Did
over.
you at least get laid?"
Conrad looks at Ven and says, "Wait. Just to be clear, the women were real."
I wasn't just asking if they're real. I was asking if you got.
Ven, you fall for the illusion that E2 actually likes you. Oh! Ouch! Holy shit.
What? So
Damn.
mean.
Damn.
Zaya, oh! I think that's hotter than the heated cup of that Doken's dealing with right now.
No. I
I
like Ben.
need a burn heal after that one.
Doken, we need your clerical skills. You need to heal Ven.
I'm busy fuming.
Conrad just kind of pats you on the shoulder, Doken says, "Alright, I'll buy you a drink on me, and this time it's real." He also hands you about two gold coins and smiles and says, "I don't know how much you had, but enjoy that." As he tosses another gold coin at Zaya's little cup. Oh man. Alright.
I'm a pet too because Ben feels lonely.
As the party, all but Advaline is sitting inside the tavern, Dolkin fuming, Conrad trying to make a good jest of it, explaining that it was just all in good fun, and Zaya playing.
After a few drinks, I'll talk to Conrad like, it's all fun and games. Mess with me, but don't mess with my armor. It's very important to me.
He looks at you and says, your gear was safe for the most part." He smiles at you. He says, "But little death by cookies, is what I've been told is what this whole thing was. So, it's a full service. It cost me 12 gold to do that to you."
Wow.
It's gonna cost you more
that's as
for all
much
these.
I spent on A2's neck. That's less than I spent on A2's necklace.
It's gonna cost you more for all these beers you're gonna buy me.
He just kind of nods and says, and orders another round. As Zaya continues to chant and tell the tale, enjoying herself, making jokes about her party. Overall, it seems to be a good, peaceful afternoon. Your friend Advaline has still not shown up. Eventually, Advil will show up, but we don't at this point. I assume they are still meditating.
At this point, I'm done meditating.
Okay.
And seeing, since it's like afternoon now, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to find any fight clubs nearby.
Well, you can hear a few brawls going on, but you're not sure if they pay. And
What
Zion...
sounds like? Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
yes.
What sounds like a large group of people instead of just like nothing but roughhousing?
Like
someone's,
chanting
like, bidding
and
or something.
You don't hear any of that from this area. But as you start to contemplate, Zaya, you can hear on the winds a sweet song about a Fellas hero who managed to hold the line against 1,000 gnomish soldiers in the great battle for the capital. And then a small tale about someone with a giant plastic dong that likes to smack people and spew ooze everywhere. And you get this after a while heading where you saw the tail end of Ven and E2 heading into that tavern. You can still hear on the occasion Conrad and Dulkin arguing very loudly as Conrad tries to make jokes at Dulkin, who seems not to reciprocate whatsoever. Otherwise,
Then still patting at you, hoping for some other attention other than the licks, but
okay.
anything, sadly.
Oh, you want to screw?
The entire bar at the mention of E2 speaking looks down at her and goes dead silent.
Oh, I forget I'm a dog. Yeah. Woof woof. What?
Most kind of
Please tell me
stare,
bark,
look,
they'll just wait.
and Zaya's still singing, ignoring everything. Most of the tavern seems to look at her for a second at her words and then turn away and go back to drinking and quiet talking.
Ben is a dog fucker.
No one's questioning what an elf does in his spare time. So, Advaline, what's your plan here? You're not hearing anything that sounds like bidding or overall anything organized, but you do hear the grumbles and fights on the occasion. You see a person get tossed out of a tavern, but nothing looking more to what you're
Is it the
searching.
tavern that they're in?
No, actually, it's a tavern that seems to be heading in the opposite direction, far at the other end of the dock.
I go to that tavern.
All you see is what looks to be a strong fist as the symbol of this tavern.
Is there any name like
The
engraved
knockout
on
bar.
it?
There isn't a name carved into the sign, it's just a fist, and you can smell something foul, like a very strong and cheap beer.
I go in.
Okay. As soon as you walk in, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw. Oh man, this is about to be interesting. You know, I don't know why you don't use your dice. You do have dice. Alright. As it seems shut up, Isaiah. As you open up the bar, and it's a lot like those old Western bars where the door is more of like a little section that you just kind of push to the side. Walking in, you see immediately someone's fist, a very large and green fist, come straight at you. As you duck down right out of the way, the man seems to spin and then almost punch himself, falling over.
Well done.
As you see further in, it looks like there are fights going on between many races and many species.
I go. Is there any sane person just sitting there, like, taking a drink?
The barkeep seems to be sane. He seems to be wiping down a glass.
I cannot. Well, I'm gonna have to roll dex saves, but can I go to the barkeep and ask him what's going on?
Yeah, give me 3 dex saves. As Dulkin and I assume Dulkin's gonna stay in the bar with Conrad as long as he's buying him rounds.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Remember I said 3, so nice. All right. All right. Suddenly, as Advale walks into or starts walking towards the bar. First, a dwarven fist seems to come straight, almost coming for the crown jewels, but as you manage to just dodge back slightly, jumping back, the fist goes through the bar, and it gets stuck as the dwarf is shouting something angrily at what looks to be an elven woman, and trying to pull his fist free. Another one seems to be 2 humans that seem to be taking swings at each other as they continue and see you kind of moving towards them and come towards your direction and start trying to swing. Both of them managing to hit each other as you dodge magnificently out of their way, dropping, moving, and pushing them aside. As you get up to the barkeep, he just sits there calmly, cleaning a glass, smiles. And
So,
you see what looks to be one of the one young dwarven women that came out of the same tavern that Dulkin was in earlier, laughing and giggling off to the side with someone.
so, what's going on here?
Uh, um, so this is the 12th fight today.
12.
He just kind of rubs his face slightly.
Mind explaining what happened?
He points to the dwarf with the fist in the hole and says, "That one is mad at his wife," and he points to the elven woman. "Those two humans that earlier, I think are brothers. The giggling girl over there just tricked some dwarf out of his money and paid," and she points to the green one that's on the ground, "that one to take a swing at the next guy that came in here. And the rest, I don't know."
Do you want me to Do you want me to throw them out?
No. They have to pay for damages at the end of the night, so whatever they break, I'm gonna make money back on. But if you got a few friends, feel free to bring them over. I got free alcohol for the night. That girl's treat. She's paying for everyone's rounds.
Give me a few.
Yeah, and he just nods and puts up 2 fingers and goes back and then goes back to cleaning the glass. So,
I take
Mhm.
I take a few swigs and say and start going and start just like jumping into the brawl, just like going.
All right. Who are you going after first? You've got about 5 targets you can see. An elven woman who looks very burly, a dwarven man with his hand stuck in a bar, the 2 human brothers
The
that
two
were...
brothers.
Okay. All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll on them.
Okay, 1 sec.
Jesus. Make it a threesome. God damn it.
3-way fisting?
Well, since I'm I'm using martial arts, so do I have to roll dexterity while I do?
Whatever it says to roll for your attack. Yeah, you got an unarmed strike. That's a +6 for you to hit.
Nice.
Unless you're doing one of your like special things as a monk.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll for attack on that, or for damage. Oh man.
Well, I'm doing an unarmed strike plus flurry of blows.
Mhm. Okay. So roll for the unarmed strike.
That's a 1d6 plus 3.
Mhm. Beat them like their parents do. Oh gods. Zaya suddenly starts going into emo music, and Dulkin, the rounds are getting stronger and stronger, it seems. Ven and E2 are cuddling somewhat and have headed upstairs at this point, I assume. Alright.
Oh, you know what that means.
Yeah, an equal fisting all around. Alright, so as Advil here takes a nice big swing, managing to clock both brothers. One drops to the ground completely unconscious with a busted nose, and the other seems to spit out a tooth. Look at you. Does a 16 hit? Advil.
Hang on, I'm checking.
Oh, okay.
Just a bit. I have a 15 armor class.
And managing to do about 1 point of damage as he smacks into your face with his open hand and glares at you and says, "You hit my brother!" And then he pulls out what looks to be a small dagger with a glowing red gem.
I look at the dagger, then look back at him with a very demonic-like smile, and unarm him.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna unarm him?
Yep.
All right.
Well, unarm him, then steal the weapon from myself.
Why don't you take the weapon from him?
Basically.
I'm just checking something. All right. That's a new one on me. Okay, go ahead and give me a dex check to see if you can catch his hand.
Saving or just regular?
Check. You're not saving against it. He's saving against you. All right. As you go for his dagger, he suddenly, as you try to grab it, he pulls it back and then shoves it straight into your stomach. Well, that's a 19. Managing to stab into you for, oops, give me a second, and then, all right. 16 points of damage as you feel your life energy almost being sucked out of you as the gem seems to glow more.
I grab his neck and use Necrotic Shroud.
Give me a attack to see if you can grab his neck. You're doing a called shot, so it's going to be a harder difficulty. And this would count as an unarmed strike, so do your +6 to it.
Does a 23 hit?
Yep, just about. You managed to grab onto his neck and emit. You said what spell? Or
it's not a spell.
ability?
It's
Necrotic Shroud. Okay.
Yeah.
As this thing, or as you grab onto his neck, squeezing with all you can, you start to see that he is seems to kind of go almost pale. Plus your. So that is for you. Your the DC. 2. So that is. God, I hate doing the monks. Oh, 13. There we go. It does the math for me. All right. As you try to unleash this onto him, he seems to wiggle almost out of your grip completely, avoiding the necrotic shroud.
I just give him one jug to the face.
Well, it's his turn though. And all right, that's double damage. He just rolled crit, but got a 19, so he didn't confirm. As he's about to, as he rears back to get back at you with a full stab, you notice that the dwarf and elven couple are going at it again. That is 26 points of damage. As he just stabs into you again, pulling out more of your life energy. And he just glares at you. And at this point, you also notice that his brother's still on the ground, unconscious. Meanwhile, the other Barzai has managed to make 5 gold pieces off of her singing. Go ahead. Yes, Advali? And the room goes silent. Advali.
I'm going to use patient defense while I try another unarmed strike.
Alright. Wait. Patient defense. I don't. Okay, it's bad when the DM doesn't know this, but what the hell
You can spend 1 key point.
Uh-huh.
To take a dodge action when it's not your turn.
Oh, yes, okay. Now I see it. Alright, go ahead. And roll to see if you can hit him. As the rest of the party is completely
Does a 14 hit?
It does. And as you smack into him, once more he drops to the ground, knocked out cold, dagger clattering underneath his body.
I pick up the dagger and well, first slip it down the pocket, of course, and
stabbing yourself for 3 points of damage.
Really?
You're putting it into a pocket, not a holster.
Yeah. I don't have any holsters.
That's not my fault.
But it's a pocket. It's not stabbing my thigh.
You ever put a knife into a pocket that's unsheathed?
You be stabbing.
You'd cut yourself off
It was
that.
bad idea.
But as it does so, the gem does seem to glow more and more.
Okay. I'm going to grit this pain, find a holster, and put it in.
As you start looking through the man on the grounds, where he had this thing sheathed, you finally find a little piece of leather that seems to hold the dagger on and attach onto a belt.
I take the belt with the holster on it, and then just latch it on. Well, wrap it around my chest, and then and then sheath the damn knife.
You're gonna slather the dagger on your chest?
No, fuck you. No. Don't you be that asshole.
Rubs dagger across chest. God, this feels good as it cuts into the skin. It's a Dulkin drunk moment. All right. As you get the dagger all set up onto your chest, barkeep just looks at you, shakes his head, and just continues cleaning the glass.
I put up a 2-piece sign and then just walk out towards the barkeep and then just walk to the other bar.
Alright, heading back to the other tavern where the rest of your party is. You come in to see Zaya still on stage, trying her best to get the crowd's attention. Very few at this point are paying her any more attention. Ven and E2 are nowhere to be seen. Dulkin is completely sloshed, with Conrad telling him tales of great battles and war stories that he had been part of. Overall, normal evening.
What the fuck is going on? I like the other bar. At least that one had some action. This one is just class.
As the party continues to spend their evening having their fun, relaxing, and enjoying an overall peaceful time, I assume that you are each going to head up and retire for the evening, and with nothing in particular you want to do otherwise at this time.
Yeah, but I'm going to make Conrad pay for my room.
Conrad looks at you, grimaces, and hands over the coin. God damn it, Dulkin. Alright, Advoli, what's the, are you planning on just getting a room as well and crashing for the night?
Yes, but I gotta do something first.
What do you gotta do?
No, I'm gonna PM it to you.
Okay. Ven and E2 retiring for the evening, and Zaya finally finishing up her rendition of her sad tales, leaving a tear in a few of the customers' eyes, unfortunately leaving their wallets still full. Darn. Oh, you made 7 gold pieces, so yeah, that's not too bad for the night. This is rigged. Could have been Dulkin.
I mean, it could be, but then it'd be rigged to where you only won.
That's true. All right. So Advoli is sending me everything. So as the night continues on, Zaya getting her own room, E2 and Ven in another, Dulkin in his own, Conrad sleeping on the little couch in the room with him, glaring at him as he accepts that he's not getting in that bed this evening. Yes.
To bed the domain smith.
God. All right. And as you guys head up, the evening goes on quiet. Zaya, give me a perception check.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's not as bad as you think this time. I mean, unless Advil wants to, tremor the bar.
Oh no! Come on.
Please don't. We don't need that again.
Ven and E2 think it's them, but find out later. No, it's the bar collapsing.
We're trying to screw up here.
To see if he.
We're not just spooning.
No is the answer, Adveline. All right. Zaya, you notice something sticking out of one of your pockets as you head up into your room. It looks to be something of a piece of paper with some writing on it. once I get in the room, I open it and read it. As you open it, suddenly you find you read something that seems to be very muddled. The written language doesn't seem to be recognizable even with your extravagant traveling, and extended traveling for that matter, having dealing with many races and many forms of writing. You don't recognize any of the letters, but you suddenly find yourself very relaxed and almost dreamy-eyed as you think about a specific dwarf known only as Conrad. You can't. Suddenly you slowly fall, and start to develop feelings for the dwarf.
No way.
As you slowly start to realize he is everything you want, the perfect dwarf, a strong,
No
well-built,
way.
well-muscled dwarf who specializes in charisma, if nothing else. There
Does
is
he?
no wisdom save because this isn't a spell you understand. Remember the prank he did. You don't know about the prank that he did to Dulkin. Dulkin and him were off at the bar joking and laughing. Dulkin mostly getting mad and asking for more rounds. You don't know what happened between the two of them.
God. Wow.
I'm gonna try to think about other people. You can't seem to think about anybody else. Even
Oh, no.
the thought of Dibus and the sadness of his death is overcome with the idea of having having Conrad hold. Of having Conrad hold you in his arms.
I'm so sorry. That sucks.
Can I knock myself? You don't feel the pull to go bother him right now. You just start to slowly develop a very strong crush on the dwarf, and
Why don't you go kiss him?
as you start to kind of fall asleep, enjoying the evening, all your entire night is filled with dreams of Conrad and yourself. Even your depression seems to
Oh.
almost dissipate.
Oh my. Ew. Ew.
Zaya ends up with some very unique dreams. Only temporarily while you sleep. For once, you finally actually get a full night's sleep without ever being bothered by anything. Nothing affects you. You feel relaxed by the when the morning comes. Fuka's playing For Honor now.
Oh no.
I know.
I'm helping try out some for something.
So yes, as you guys spend the night enjoying yourselves, morning comes, and admirably, you find yourself very relaxed in your room. Food left at the end, or at the stool by the door. Dulkin, you see Conrad glaring daggers at you. More that he seems irritated about the fact that his back is hurting as he gets up and grumbles. While you had a nice, comfortable night's sleep on the mattress. For Conrad wasn't gonna buy a second room for himself. E2 and Ven, you wake up and you notice something off about the bed. As you look over, you notice that the person laying next to you isn't a dog.
What?
You instead see very bright snow white hair, grayish skin, and a very womanly-like figure.
Oh my god.
Oh, the little woman would be more accurate, but...
Oh my god.
What?
It's your
What?
girlfriend, you idiot.
As E2 turns
Ben's
around.
gonna look mildly shocked, but
There is E2 in her
Fell in love with a dog.
in gray skin, pale eyes, and completely 100% changeling woman. Or
well,
you assume what's a changeling woman, because as in you've never seen a changeling woman before.
you said I had before. That's why
You've seen a changeling before. You know what changelings can do. I didn't say you'd ever seen a changeling woman before.
I'm gonna keep going with the assumption.
Well, we can only hope it's you two. What if someone
It
stuck
is
into the back?
E2. It is in
Oh.
fact E2 laying there. Only thing wearing is the necklace that she had.
Oh
It's
god.
secret.
Oh. Winky face
Oh.
system?
And then suddenly a goat is found next to E2. No.
Hey, get back to Zaya's.
Yeah, so as you lot, as long as I'm not invoked, from the goat, oh gods. Invoked sounds better. Alright, yeah, so Ven, the E2 seems to be in full form, and E2, as you try to turn back into a dog, you can't.
Why?
You don't know.
Well, I don't really care anyways. It's just Ben.
Yep,
But what if I need to leave the room?
good question.
Ben,
We'll
did
have
you
to
curse
disguise
me?
it some other
Is
way,
that
lass.
a curse?
And at this point, Ven, you also notice that as E2 kind of turns around to look at you and and is talking to you, you notice that the crown itself is no longer a part of the necklace chain. It is now what looks to be a blackened mark on her chest, right at her
Ben,
collarbone,
you fucking cursed
with
me!
all 3 gems sticking out of her skin. So her chest sparkles now. Congratulations.
Oh my god.
Great.
I knew it.
Great! Thanks a lot! I'm not
I
even gonna
didn't
look
know.
at you anymore.
Ben's gonna be depressed. This is bad.
This isn't the first
Ben's
time
gonna-
Ben's woken up with a different woman in bed. And the one he went to sleep with.
Ben is gonna whisper into his ear and apologize profusely. Promise to figure out how
Oh,
to uncurse
fuck
her.
off!
Damn. Damn.
Ouch! Oh my god. For
He's
both
also gonna
Doken,
compliment her beauty.
both Doken and Zaya on the other rooms next to yours can hear your guys' argument as E2 is flipping out on Ben.
I'm so upset!
What in the
I
I
didn't know it
can't
was
leave
gonna
the
happen.
room like this. I literally can't.
As Zaya walks in saying, I warned you about Ben.
I'm so distressed right now.
Ben's gonna cover her up and shoo Zaya away. No, not now, lass. Don't need the peanut gallery.
No, I yell it from my room. Oh, okay, never mind. You hear
Shout
Zaya
back,
from the other side of the
shout-
wall.
Shout back, we don't need the peanut gallery.
Conrad shouts out, can you shut up? Some of us are hungover.
Then maybe you shouldn't have taken someone to a whorehouse.
Maybe you shouldn't have woken up with a different woman.
Damn.
I'm cursed. I'm cursed. It's incurable.
It's not incurable. These are
Dude, are you
Very
looking
true.
at my chest? There's a crown on it.
Oh, that's
No.
there's no.
I was asking you that. That's
I
all you're
saw.
looking at now.
no, it's not.
Best fight between PCs ever. At that, Conrad looks over to Doken and says, you got anything for that, Smith?
Can everybody just stop yelling?
Vulcan,
Connor
I
nods.
might need your help breaking a curse later.
Stop yelling.
I'm losing my mind.
I'll worry about
I'm
it
gonna hold,
in the
I'll
morning.
get to and be like, we'll get through this. Figure
You
it out.
you hear
It is
someone
morning.
clattering up the stairs quickly at the shouts and loud voices. Goes and knocks on the door. Says, "Hello, I'm a doctor. I've studied at the
No,
School of
no,
Mizna. I'm good. I know what to do."
No.
You did not let anyone in here. You locked the door.
It is locked. Last I knew.
I'm a doctor. I swear. I'm good. I've got the cure for
Unless
anything.
You can remove curses and can do it blindfolded. You.
I can.
I don't trust anybody anymore.
Hey,
I'm gonna
No.
roll insight.
Okay, roll insight on that.
You're gonna fail, just like you did with the necklace.
Ven isn't a cleric.
Damn.
Ouch.
The savagery. Holy shit.
The marriage is off.
Great. Thanks, Ben.
Well, you know the School of Mizna is famous for one thing, castration, so at least you don't have to worry about him doing that.
I'm gonna disbelieve him because doctors aren't good for curses and say, no, we'll be fine. Go away.
Alright, well, I'll be down in the bar if you need me. You hear the steps down. Conrad, you can hear on the other side, looking at Dolkin, trying not to laugh and throw up at the same time from the hungover.
Alright, I've had enough. I'm going down getting breakfast.
Conrad says, puts his arm around you and says, I think you drank more than I did, and I'm dead. As he's crying with laughter.
I give him one of those like, shakes my gut. It's all this extra weight I got. I can drink more than you.
He looks, that's the trick. He smiles as he seems kind of still drunk and follows you down, almost falling at the last stair. I assume Ad Bailey is gonna
undo the curse. I might be able to. Just give me
as Ad Bailey and Zaya, I assume, come out and head down for breakfast.
What do you think is going on up there? Is something okay with those two? Like.
Shut up, new guy! I will castrate you with a freaking short sword.
I mean, but.
You're assuming
like,
a lot of his gender.
Old and wrinkly, and that's a dog. Is that even like right? And what's
Best
going on?
not to ask, Zaya says after a long pause.
Okay.
As you come down the inn, Keep looks at you a
Ah,
lot.
I can do this. I can do this.
Go ahead, Ben.
I'm not leaving the room.
Remove curse. Level 3 spell slot. Have it.
All right.
This better work, Ben.
If it doesn't, you can stab me.
E2 and Ven. All right, Ben, give me 2 Arcana checks. E2, give me a Perception check with advantage, as you are very distraught.
You're gonna kill me, Ben.
Yeah, I'll take one of everything on the breakfast menu.
The man nods, starts bringing out eggs, chicken, brings out like a whole, what looks to be a small cat.
God.
Wow.
This is perception?
Yeah, perception for you.
God.
You have advantage on it.
Yeah, you do have advantage, so you can roll a second time.
You asked for 2 of those, so I gotta do another one.
Yes, you do. I would like something without cat.
Oh!
The innkeep looks at Zaya and nods and brings out a massive chicken. Well, you're not sure. Could be a turkey. It could be a chicken. You don't know. It could be a turfuncle. You don't know.
She got a 6.
Ben is going to kill me.
So, E2, luckily you don't notice anything.
Himself.
Ven, as you go to
Maybe this is a bad idea.
cast remove curse, you realize that the curse isn't something that you think you can dispel at your current power. You could only temporarily negate it for maybe an hour a day at this point.
Then what's the point? I walk out as a dog, and then suddenly I'm not a dog anymore.
Well,
And then everybody's gonna be like, oh, freaking out. Oh gosh, E2 suddenly turned back into a changeling. What's this? I didn't know she could turn into a changeling.
yeah. Take a breath. I understand you're absolutely pissed.
I'm more stressed out than anything.
Zaya, Dolkin, Conrad, and Adley, you all see what looks to be a, as you come down and start, enjoying breakfast, kind of relaxing, you a lot see what looks to be a shredded figure in the corner who seems to be kind of listening in on the argument upstairs and seems to giggle in a very deep voice on everything, or every once in a while.
We can either do 2 things. Go hunt down the asshole who sold us the necklace, and you can kick my ass all you want for realizing it's cursed.
You don't understand. I can't leave looking like this.
I can negate it for an hour. We would have 1 hour to find him. 1 hour. Beat the snot out of him. Bring you back.
That's not gonna be long enough.
And if not, then we take Zaya's cloak and you use that for.
She can't know either. I don't want anybody to know.
I'm gonna hug her tight and just be like, it'll be okay. You're still our friend.
Conrad looks over at Zaya and puts a gold coin on the table and says, less than an hour.
Okay, I feel better now.
No matter what you look like, you are it too. A beautiful.
Conrad shouts up, "Don't let him off the hook that easy!" Right next to Dolkin's ear.
Conrad,
please?
you bounce from moving
Stop.
more than I do, and that's an achievement.
Doken he looks to Doken and says, "Sorry, friend." It's like trying not to throw up while he's laughing.
So,
Alright.
if you want, you can use the cloak that I have with my common clothes that were given me by the guy who got shot after he transformed into a hawk.
I give it half a
Just
day,
a-
assuming Ven doesn't make another major mistake to make it go quicker. Conrad looks at her and says, "Which part's gonna be the quicker, the sex or his love life?" It just giggles at that.
My vote's on the sex.
Alright, as Ven casts a spell, E2, you turn back into a dog. You now have 3 gems though sticking out of that shine where fur was on your
Oh
chest.
God, Ben,
So,
cover it up. I
There's a
can't let them
little
see
bit
that.
of sections on the on her what would be basically her belly as a dog that are missing fur. As you
I'm gonna take the cloak that my common clothes and wrap it around.
All right,
Get
so
me perfectly.
as
And we're gonna head downstairs and be like, we need to find somebody. We need to kick his ass. We need to make him do something very quickly, and I will not explain what until after we've done it.
We're gonna
Oh.
kill him.
Any questions?
Oh, you
Conrad
mean
looks
that
at you
one-
lot and says, "Wait, I have a question." He looks to Doken, smiles, and says, "Why are you so loud?"
Elves are very, very. So there's many other races.
Wait,
Damn
hold on,
dwarf.
hold on.
You
hold
don't know
on.
what the
You-
person looks like, Advili.
No, I know, but I.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna
No,
scan the bar just
no,
in case
okay,
someone,
I'm gonna
just
shut
in
up.
case you decide to pop breakfast.
As you
'Cause I'm not
scan the
playing
bar,
shit.
you see what looks to be a 5-foot broad figure with a gray leather cloak on him.
Is that the one who sold us everything?
It
Even
looks
if it's
familiar.
cohort. I don't
Intimidate
know.
him.
I'm gonna walk.
As Zaya
I'll walk
looks to
over and grab
E2
him.
and says, "E2, if you're rethinking the relationship thing, there are much better fish in the sea than Ven."
This doesn't concern you at all. Don't worry, nothing bad is going to happen.
Ben's
Alright.
gonna walk over to the cloak figure and be like, "Did you happen to sell a crown necklace?"
He does the
You
crown.
don't recognize it's us.
The figure doesn't even turn and continues eating.
Oh,
Sir.
get his ass.
Did you happen to sell crown necklace? Like myself, to a lad who's much
I
younger
don't
than
know if this is either the lag or him stopping and speaking. What the fuck?
It's him. He's got push to talk on overall. The man continues to ignore you, Ven.
I'm gonna grab his cloak.
Ooh, get him!
All right. Are you gonna pull it off of him, or are you just grabbing it?
You're doing
I'm gonna
amazing.
see if I can grab his the cloak back, so he sees me.
Say that again. Sorry.
I'm gonna try and grab the back of it too to make forcefully turn him to me.
Okay. As you start to do it, the cloak almost comes off completely. What's interesting is the head doesn't have any flesh on it. It's a skeleton. And it turns and looks at you and laughs, and in a big puff of smoke right in front of you disappears.
No, that's definitely him.
Find out
I'm going
next
to
time
kill-
on Dragon Ball Z.
Actually, thank you. That's exactly what this is. Let's go. All right, and at that point, we will cut. Thank you all for watching the stream. I hope you've enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Will Doken and Conrad ever get over their hangover? Will Advaline ever get his name pronounced correctly? Will E2 become a dog again? And will Zaya and Ven actually make up and become friends? We will find out next session.
No.
Thank you for all for watching.